Good morning, Redemption Hill. Mike Cunningham here, ready for another great Thursday morning devotion. Thanks for joining me. Today it's going to be a sequel to last week's Father's Day devotion. I'm going to be in Proverbs chapter 4 this morning, and we're just going to have a good time with this. It's going to be verses 1 through 9. Let's read. Children, listen to the instruction of a father, and be attentive in order to know insight. For I have given you good instruction, and do not forsake my teaching. When I was a son of my father, tender and alone before my mother, he taught me and said to me, May your heart hold fast to my words, guard my commandments and live. Get wisdom and insight. Do not forget and do not turn from the sayings of my mouth. Do not forsake her, she will guard you. Love her and she will keep you. The beginning of wisdom. Get wisdom. With all that is in your possession, gain insight. Cherish her, and she will exalt you. She will honor you if you embrace her. She will give a garland for your head, and she shall bestow a crown of glory upon you. And so what's really interesting is we've been on this road trip visiting our dads. And, we've experienced a little bit of the phenomenon that happens. There's an old country song that says, you're always 17 in your hometown. And so it seems the first 18 years of our life, we do everything we can just to get out of the house, to have something that's mine. This is mine, my day, my stuff, my career. And it's all about proving ourselves. And sometimes the older you get, the more you don't want to necessarily step into a house and there's a pecking order. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, we love our folks. They're great. But you understand, oh, wait a second. This is their house and they raised me. And I still am not done learning from them. And that is a humbling, but also a powerful teaching moment that we need to remember the rest of our life that we're not done learning. Somewhere in our culture, we decided, at 18, 21, 25, when you get married or whatever, you're just done being a child. You're done being someone who's going to glean insights from older folks. And, it's about our way of doing things and our intelligence and our style. And when you can kind of just have time to sit down with them and kind of park the ego at the door and park those new traditions and say, you know what, I still have a lot to learn. I still have a lot to glean from my parents. They've still been places I haven't been and done things I haven't done. And they can sometimes be a great, help me see blind spots and those kinds of things. I know not all of us have our parents with us in our adult life, but there's other mentors, other wise people that we have around us that we always want to take advantage of. And to be honest, again, sometimes they have good things to say and proud moments and affirmation, and sometimes there's a little bit of sting of criticism there, but it's not necessarily meant to hurt us, but it's meant to grow us and help make sure we're continuing on our journey so that we have more to give our kids. And that's where I'm going to leave this today is, that's the point that I kind of figure out is that if I raise my ceiling of learning, of capacity to grow, that raises the ceiling of my son. And so as I read this passage, not only was it talking about taking the wisdom that was given to me by my parents, but also am I exuding the kind of wisdom to my son that is going to be like this passage? Not everyone gets this, and we have to get it sometimes from other means and other circumstances. But when you're talking about wisdom that's going to be like a garland or a crown, wisdom that's going to see you through life, it really helps me not only just remember to respect my parents and continue to learn from them, but also say, gosh, what kind of legacy am I creating for my son? What kind of value from a wisdom standpoint am I bringing to him? And so this morning, again, Proverbs 4, 1 through 9, a lot to unpack here. It's a worthy devotion this morning. But just a reminder, it takes humility and grace to continue to grow throughout the course of your life. But at the end of the day, If we're seeking God and we're really following him, he's never done with us until we go to be with him in glory. So don't be afraid to grow. Love those parents, love those kids, and we'll see you next week.